Yeah. So this is an Pelton wheel turbine setup where you are required to do the performance test on the Pelton wheel turbine. You know that this Pelton turbine is an impulse turbine, right? Where the entire pressure energy is converted into kinetic energy with the help of a nozzle. So you see here there is a nozzle which is shown here. So the nozzle converts the pressure energy into kinetic energy. So the water comes out of the nozzle as a high velocity jet, and then it strikes the rotating member of the turbine. So the runner of the turbine. As the water strikes the turbine buckets, you can see that the turbine buckets are hemispherical cups, right? Which strikes the turbine at the center of the hemispherical cup, which makes the runner to rotate, and the shaft which is connected to the runner can be coupled to a generator and to produce electric power. So that is the principle of this Pelton turbine. So it is a miniature model of that, where the required pressure is being developed by a pump. So there is a closed circuit setup where the water stored in the storage tank is actually taken by the pump, and it supplies water and pressure to the nozzle, so that the nozzle converts the kinetic energy, pressure energy into kinetic energy, and it is made to work. So what are the required readings that is to be taken? As you see from this tabular column, you need to do the experiment at different speed, and you need to take what is the delivery pressure reading from the centrifugal pump. So because only one pressure reading is sufficient, this is an impulse turbine where as the water comes out of the nozzle, it comes with an atmospheric pressure only. So as it strikes the runners, there is no variations in the pressure. So only one pressure reading, which is the delivery pressure from the pump. So you note down the pressure readings in kilogram per square centimeter square, and you need to find out what is the discharge from the pump. For measuring the discharge, so the water actually flows through through an orifice meter, or I think there is a pitot tube inside. There is a pitot tube inside, and by noting down the pressure difference across the pitot tube, so there is an U-tube manometer is there, so which is the mercury as a working substance, right? So for each speed, you need to measure what is the height difference, right? And so differential pressure reading is there, and you need to do the experiment at different load. So basically, so there is the load is done with the help of a rope brake dynamometer, right? So you can just load it by tightening these two wheels, and by noting down what is the spring balance readings in both them, you can find out what is the load on the turbine. So you need to keep the different load. So that will be given in your question paper, at what load you have to set, right? You have to set, first thing is you have to, when the turbine is running, you have to set the load. Once the load is set, it will show automatically what is the speed. For measuring the rotational speed of the turbine, you will be provided with a tachometer, and by just focusing the tachometer on this point, right? So you will find out what is it's an optical tachometer where you can find out the speed of the turbine, and this pressure gauge reading, and the differential pressure reading. And one thing is actually here you have to do the experiment different nozzle openings, right? So basically full opening, half opening, so like that, or you may be asked to 100% opening or 80% opening. So there are two extreme positions on the scale. So you just note down what is the maximum, minimum to maximum. So that is 100%, right? Accordingly, you calculate what is the 80%, and you can keep that. You can close that and keep that as the 80% opening. And by varying the load, you can take the different readings. So with the help of the readings, you need to calculate what is the total head, finally discharge, the output power, input power, and the turbine efficiency. Finally, you will be drawing a graph taking discharge or speed and the x-axis, and y-axis you will be noting down what is the output, what is the turbine efficiency, and what is the discharge. This completes the characteristic curves, and this completes this the experiment on this.